Look where it is.
I can't look down because my hair falls on my face.
11 seasons of Secrets.
Let me make this official. For the first time ever, Atlanta, Georgia. Say hello to Jared Padalecki and Jensen.
You're not. I just got a little handful of tickets.
So you just got a little goose, little. Hey, how's your father? How are you?
Jensen, get passionate.
That's Rob.
Well, I've been goosed by God himself. We both have had many friends that have been here. I have never been here. And as I learned,
Did you come back?
I'll also come back.
Well, we're going to have to come back at some point because Vampire Diaries is going to come to an end. And we all know why, because the Impala rolls into town.
This was a learning experience for me because having never been here, I thought people were like playing pranks on a tall, long-haired dude. I asked for directions. Where's the camera? For those of you who didn't join us this morning, I asked for directions, and I was told on the corner of Peachtree. It's because I have a Texas accent, isn't it? Peachtree, and I was like, they're messing with me. All right, thanks for directions, asshole.
Look, they're proud of their peaches here. And let me just say, they're lovely peaches. I just took one of those 5-hour extra energy drinks. If my eyeballs start vibrating in a minute, pay no mind. If I have a heart attack, however, call someone. Just putting that out there.
Where do you go exactly? Anybody out there know mouth-to-mouth resuscitation?
That's a no. All right, Norton, it's up to you, buddy.
Always fall for that.
Who would you change places with? But it can't be based on their work schedule, because I know where you're going. I know. In all honesty, another character.
I would have to. Gosh, I'd have to go with Crowley. Because then you just do this. You wait a long time. Between the words you say.
He is the British William Shatner.
And he's Irish.
Even better.
I don't know what it is. It's something ish. All he needs is more like movements.
Right.
Boys, you did.
If he moved more like John McCain, then that would be. Thanks. Appreciate that laugh. All right, I got one on Norton. I think I might. I don't know. There's probably a few, but if I had to name one right now, Benny. Because he's in purgatory just, like, slaying it. If you know what I mean. Sorry. Lovely peaches. Moving on. What?
Your name is what? Like Georgia. Nice smart.
My question is for Jensen.
Really?
You sure you don't want the smart one?
We show the whole Georgia thing and the Savannah and you do the...
Let it go.
What?
Let it go.
My question is, if Baby turned into a human, which actor or actress would you choose to portray Baby?
My wife. We'll let that one go, Jared.
That's a lot of fun.
Turn that off immediately. Hey, what's the first song you ever learned to play on the keys? You're in for treats.
This is a lot of fun. No?
What's the first song you ever learned?
I'm just kidding, that's not. This was the first one.
That was your question, right?
Your question's for me, right? And it is?
For you. From Georgia.
Take it easy, Richard Marks. We're done. You can go. What's that?
My question was, if Baby wasn't human.
Oh, right. We already did that question. And your name was Savannah. Nailed it. Thank you. Hi.
Hey, my name's Ashley, and I was just
I
wondering.
bet it is.
nothing more to having a baby than this.
I'd walk.
He'd walk.
Either that or an RV. It'd be nice to have a bathroom every now and again.
I think we would drive, is it an 88 sheepdog? Or an 86?
What are you saying about us?
Maybe we have to drive the sheepdog.
Yeah, I don't know that that's ever something that can be replaced. Obviously, you look at the Men of Letters garage, and there are a lot of different vehicles. It's funny that they only drive one. Or is it funny? Yeah, so I don't know that there's a modern day equivalent or even a modern day replacement. It would be catastrophic if that day ever came.
It even be dog-style.
I'm sorry, Atlanta.
It's
We're
Savannah.
Wrong town, right state. Yeah, it was a real phone. It was a real phone that was a prop. They had several of them, and the first time that the first take, I tried to actually break it with one hand, which these phones are a lot tougher than they look. So I was actually able to break the screen with my fingers, but then that was about as far as it could go, and the director was like, I really want to see it like snap. I'm like, all right, well, I'm gonna have to use both hands for that. So we went another take, and I went to break it, and it was, again, I was like, wow, this thing must be like reinforced with steel. So I went one more take, and I was like, well, I'm not gonna let the phone win, that's for sure. And that was a real phone, and that was a real break, and that took a lot more energy than I had anticipated.
What brand phone was it?
I think it was a Samsung.
Did it come from fire?
I knew you were going there. Yeah, the fire inside the phone, actually, weakened it just enough to where I could snap it. Yeah, it was a Samsung. I'm not sure what model, but it was a lot tougher than I had anticipated.
However, after real life like trial and error and testing, I now believe because you see these advertisements like, oh, it can drop from 6 feet and not break. And then you sort of like put it into the wrong pocket and it shatters. And you're like, that's bull. That's bull. They're trying to actually break one and you can't break it. Like, I see. They're just, the tests are just not really made for real life situations.
And I will say that Jared and I are very stubborn when it comes to like stuff like that. Yes, especially stuff like that. When it's like, hey, we need you to like break this phone, and then all of a sudden it won't break. It's like, nope, I will break my fingers before this phone. Like my hands will have to shatter it before I give up on cracking this thing. So luckily it didn't come to that, and I was able to snap it. But yeah, thanks.
There's also a special joy in being told. And a lot of youngsters, I know myself as a youngster, when you're a kid and you're like, what's your dream job? And you're like, video game tester or whatever. I think my dream job was to get paid to break stuff. For every so often that Sam has to break something, and they're like, all right, Jared, we're gonna need you to break the door. I'm like, what? You better not be fooling.
The interesting moment is when they're like, okay, Jared, we need you to kick the door in, but we don't want you to break it. And Jared goes, challenge accepted. And we'll always break the door. And our on-set carpenter, Dave Weber, God love him, he's fantastic, but he has put up with a lot of crap from us over the years, and by that I mean actually putting it back up. Because we destroy sets sometimes, and a lot of times whenever we're trying to bust in a door that maybe has been supernaturally closed, and it's, it won't open, we can't kick it open, and we're giving it a big heavy shoulder, and we're booting it, kick. He's actually the one sitting on the other side of the door, just getting hammered. So, good thing he's a big guy, but man, he takes a punishment.
Maybe Virginia.
Or Georgia.
I think the Winchesters don't necessarily have the same types of travel experiences that we do here on Earth. I don't think it's ever like, hey, remember North Dakota? Yeah, when the eagle almost killed us? Yeah, it was not fun right there. They probably wish they could visit a few states that they don't get to, like Hawaii.
Florida.
Florida. Yes, he's increasing. You must be shushing me. I love Virginia. We have a good buddy from Virginia. We all met this weekend from Jason Mann. We'll put in the request.
Yeah, I think so.
I like your
Thanks.
I like your background.
Hi there.
Hi, my name's Devin. It's nice to see y'all. You're very attractive.
Can we put you up to this?
So my question is that we all know that Supernatural unfortunately has to come to an end someday. Could take an ideal ending, what would it be?
Go ahead, Jared.
I am of the school of thought, some of you may know this about me, that Supernatural has to end with the boys dying. No! Because the boys are dead, they're going to be hunting. So, I don't want the boys to die either. Listen, I got a mortgage just like all you. But, when...
See, I'm gonna disagree. Because I think that if the boys were to die, somebody would find a way to bring them back.
Unless they were also dead.
Well, some people are already dead. It's Supernatural, man. Anything can happen. I think that if the show were to end, it would have to be because the boys walk away. Put that in your pipe and smoke it.
Which one do you think would walk away?
Well, I don't know. I mean, that's the interesting. I think that it either something tragic happens and forces either both or either one of them to walk away. But see, we've already dealt with that. We've already done, when Dean died, Sam tried to have a domestic life, and vice versa. But then
Don't blame me.
the brothers. That's right. I did.
First.
Yeah, and then I killed her.
I killed my wife.
You killed her and then married her. Anyway.
Living out the fantasies of a lot of happily married husbands out there. My wife would get away with it.
I don't know. I kind of feel like it has to be a conscious decision to leave the life as opposed to, because we've been forced out of the life several times and always been brought back in. How that's going to happen, I don't know. But what it does do is it leaves the door open for a movie. Or 3. Just throwing it out there. We're just spitballing.
What about doing a movie that's a prequel, not a sequel?
We're too old. We wouldn't be in it.
Are you producers on it?
You produce, I'll direct, it'll be great.
I'm Ryan from Cumming, and
Hi, I'm Ryan from
Cumming, Georgia.
Like hummingbird, humming? Oh. I don't know why we're clapping.
And I was wondering, what was your most embarrassing moment on set?
It's just low-hanging fruit. Peaches, one might say.
Most embarrassing part of filming. It was very embarrassing to have to kind of play ourselves, for me, because it was we've done a lot on this show and been able to get away with a lot, breaking the fourth wall, making fun of ourselves, but there was a big part of Jared that felt like, oh no, are we going too far, is this going to fall flat on its face? I personally think it ended up being a hilarious episode.
I don't know that there's one particular moment that comes to mind. I would say that in general, was that? No, that wasn't embarrassing. It was among friends. Instead of when I fell on my face during the... Calm down.
Well, the real girl, when you get a face plant. Oh, yeah. It's a happy
It's a little embarrassing, maybe a strong word, but it's a little unnerving when we're filming outside in public, and sometimes there's a small crowd of fans that enjoy the show, and so that's cool because we're amongst friends. But a lot of times there's a bunch of bystanders that have no idea who we are or what we're doing, but they're just stopped and they just start doing. They're just like. Now we have this like highly judgmental crowd watching us, wondering why we blocked off the street to their work or their house, and they're just staring at us like arms folded. You know, it's like the angry neighbor who's just like, "What are you kids doing on my lawn?" And so then it gets like, okay, let's not mess up here. Let's actually do something cool, or you know. And then we have those kind of judgmental eyes watching us, and that can be uncomfortable, maybe slightly embarrassing at times, and a lot of times it's you know downtown and like the business core of Vancouver. It's like lunchtime, and there's about hundreds of people walking around us, and they're all looking at us like, who are these people, and what are they doing? And now we've got a crowd of people who don't even know who we are, but they're just watching and judging. So much fun. that's generally when we jump in the Impala and I try to spin the tires and do my fishtail. It just really piss them off.
When fans meet their favorite celebrities, sometimes they walk away going, I can't believe I just said that, or I wish I had said something. Do you guys ever have that when a fan walks away where you say, I can't believe I just said that?
When a fan walks away from us,
Yeah, do you ever have that where you're like, what did I just say to them?
I had one where there was a mistaken, where the young lady misheard me, and it was at a convention actually, and she came up and she was very sweet, very young, and I was like, hey, you know, Jared, I forget what her name was, I'd say it was Tiara. I'd say it was Ashley, or Ashley, or Amy, I'd say it was Amy. And I was like, hey, how are you? And she looks at me and goes, 17?
Stepdaughter.
I was like, what's that?
Stepdaughter.
Was it? Yes. So, and I was like, that was a strange answer.
Hi, how are you? Pancakes.
And then, in my head, she walked away to like a parental figure, where then she recounted the story to, because whoever parental figure she was with, me. She was, yeah, was like, hey, and turned around and was like, you guys can call her how old she is? There was no words spoken, it was just a look, and I was like, oh my god, she's telling her parent that I asked her how old she was. I said, Primo. And then she was like, how are you? 17? I don't know what that means. And she goes on, I was like, wait. And then I see like a disapproving look from you. And I'm like, oh my gosh, she thinks I'm like hitting on her 17-year-old daughter.
Oddly enough, later that day, I saw her, asked her how old she was, and she goes, good. I will say that I've been the victim of, and I'm sure some of you have done this too. I hope you have. But we travel quite a bit, and it's like it happens all the time when the gate attendant says, "Have a nice flight," and I say, "You too." And I just keep walking because I'm like, well, I did it again. Where you go, Apples? Strike one. Thank you.
I also had a experience with a fan where she was saying thank you, and I was saying you're welcome. But after she said thank you, she said for being awesome. But I so it looked like thank you for being awesome. You're welcome.
I think that's the right response, isn't it?
Yes, it was.
Hi.
Hello.
For being awesome.
You're welcome.
Hello, I'm Sandra from Tennessee, and I have a question for you. Jensen said at a con that he'd known Dean so long that it's like living with a roommate inside of his head. So I'm just wondering if both of your respective characters make commentary about your lives, like an extra Jiminy Cricket or something on the situation. Like, do they comment to talk to the person?
I will say that there are moments in my personal life that I sometimes mistakenly view through Dean's eyes and realize that that's probably not the best choice to make right now. And then immediately go back to Dean going, yes it is. Have you seen that movie, Me, Myself, and Irene? It's like that, where and then boom, I'm Dean, and then I'm back to Jensen making rational choices. Yeah, I would say that there's probably an influence, and there's probably a running commentary in my head, but I'd have to rate this panel an R if I was to go into that. So.
I think sometimes I forget the lines blur between what decision Sam would make and what decision Jared would make. And I feel like it's always about 2 months into the hiatus between seasons where I'm like, oh, I'm starting to remember like who Jared is. And then I look at the date and it's like, oh, I'm flying back to Vancouver tomorrow, so shooting. Damn it. So I think when, to go back to the question earlier, when the show does end,
Is that your safe word? Peaches. Peachtree and Peachtree.
I think that I'm trying to figure out just how much of an impact Sam has had on my life. Thank you for your question.
My question is, how many miles do you believe are on the Impala?
Hasn't somebody figured it out?
None. When Dean rebuilt the Impala, he disengaged the odometer.
And if he didn't, your guess?
What are you, a lawyer?
If you would half a million?
Yeah, I'd have to say probably in the 500,000 range or more.
Especially because it's been happening since I was a baby, you know, because John was driving around, so we don't know what other guys were he was doing.
However, it's not like we're driving cross country every week. Like you'll see in the story, like 3 weeks later or something. So for those, 3 weeks, for the better part of a month, the car was assumingly just sitting in the garage and being like rubbed with a diaper.
Again, from Costco. Right next to the Zippo.
That's right. Value packs. Can't beat them.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Got friends on the show. But or the pansy zombies from Walking Dead. Can't somebody just show up and be like, Negan, come on, take your jacket off. Dad, come here. This is a 45.
Put the bag down, take the scarf off, give me a hug. I would like to see how the Winchester brothers stack up against the infected from 28 Days Later.
Did you say Twilight?
And that would do us a great.
I already took care of that. Introduce yourself again.
I'm Wesley Workman from Ohio.
What do you say about that axe?
Deep dive because of that too.
Yeah, that's right.
Like, remember we were trying to break through the wall and that guy was like strapped to the chair?
I think we've seen that episode more than that.
Yes, I have.
I did. And that's okay.
And Trickster was the reason why he kept dying because he thought of any way.
Wait, what? Thank you very much. Right this way. There we go. All right.
I hope that we are all just.
It's the jawline. It's the jawline. I heard them talking shit. I figured okay. Love y'all. Sorry, I just wanted to smash on.
Look, Jared's still up there. It's not just me.
Oh, Jared is up there.
Yeah. And he's going, I heard a voice over there, but I'm looking and I see nothing.
Well, we were just noting that here we are together, and I'm right there, and Jensen's clearly not speaking to me anymore. Like he's turned his back on.
Quiz question. Can you replicate that facial expression?
Give me a few minutes to lose 30 pounds.
And 30 years, apparently. Anyways.
Maybe a nice even tan.
The camera is right there. Let's see it. Camera, please zoom in on Richard. He is going to replicate that to a T. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Gauntlet is thrown, Mr. Rob Benedict. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Rob friggin' Benedict.
I like if I get you kind of shrink your shoulders and crouch down. Paper, mister?
Let's see.
He's doing it. Oh, he knows. We don't have to ask him twice.
So, that's my right shoulder. I'm looking to the right.
Hold on, whoa. This is the real challenge. Now, Jared, do Jensen.
You're gonna need full body. Somebody give me a 3, 2, 1 action.
You got it. You ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, action. It's funny, I thought you were going to do do something cartoonish and broad, but...
That was also his audition for Planet of the Apes.
Listen, Jensen, I begged him to keep it respectful.
I said, don't do it, buddy. But Rich was like, you gotta do this.
I was not. They goaded me on. It was
Rich's idea.
It was Richard and Rob. They goaded me.
We goaded him not. Oh shit. Oh no, he's not speaking to Atlanta.
I don't speak Jensen sign language, but I believe he just challenged every single human being in Atlanta to a fight. All right, I love y'all. I'm gonna say hi to my sister.
There he goes, Potty Rock at the bottom. The old bottom pat.
Little bottom pad.